Good morning, students. Today we will discuss how to subtract the fractions. In our previous class, we discussed about how to add the fractions. So in case of like fractions and unlike fractions, how to subtract the fractions, we will see. In case of like fractions. See, first suppose directly they are given like this. 7 by 8 and 1 by 8. 7 by 8 minus 1 by 8. See, just observe here, both are which type of fractions? Like fractions. So whenever you are getting like fractions, take the common denominator, okay, and just subtract the numerators. That is 7 and 1 are the numerators of the given like fraction. So 7 minus 1 by 8, which is nothing but 6 by 8. So it is not in the lowest form. Always you need to represent the fraction in the lowest term. So which is equal to 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. Okay. So from this we can able to write that difference between, see, sum is nothing but result of addition. So result of subtraction is a difference. That's why we are writing difference between like fractions is equal to difference between the numerators by common denominator. So just remember, whenever you are taking like fractions, sum of the like fractions will be equal to sum of numerators by common denominators, same as like that only. Difference between like fractions is equal to difference of the numerators by common denominators. That's all. Okay. And if unlike fractions we are getting, in that case, I'll tell afterwards. Okay. Okay, now coming to the unlike fractions. In that case, how we have to subtract it? See, for suppose they are given subtract um, 2 by 3 from 4 by 5. Okay, like this given for suppose. So whenever they are given, subtract one of the fractions from the other. For suppose, subtract 10 from 12. For suppose like this they are given. Means subtract 10 from 12. 12 we need to take first. 12 is the subtrahend and 10 is minimum. Okay. So 12 minus 10 we need to do. Second one we have to take first. Here subtract 2 by 3 from 4 by 5 means first we need to take like this one, after that this one. If suppose they are given 2 by 3 minus 4 by 5. So directly we can do. But if they are given in words, then take the second fraction first. So it is very clear that now 2 by 3 and 4 by 5 are not in the lowest, not like fractions. So now just observe 4 by 5. As I told you, take the difference between second one minus first one. Whenever they are given, subtract 2/3 from subtract the first fraction from the second fraction. Then we must take the second fraction first. 4 by 5 minus 2 by 3, we need to find is equal to. So because both are unlike fractions, we have cross multiplication. Only two fractions are there. So go through with the cross multiplication. In that what we are doing, first multiply this 3 for the 4. Numerator of the first fraction 4. For that we need to multiply with the 3. So 4 into 3. And between those two fractions we have the subtraction minus denominator of numerator of the second fraction is 2 and denominator of first fraction is 5. So 2 into 5 cross multiplication. 4 into 3, 2 into 5 by denominators also you need to multiply. That is 5 3 is 15 in the denominator. Okay. So which will be equal to 4 3 is 12 minus 2 5 is 10 divided by 15, which is nothing but 2 by 15. Still any cancellation is possible? No. 2 and 15 does not have any common factors and also it is in the lowest form. Okay. And next, it is a proper fraction. If you are getting improper, convert it into mixed fraction. Okay. So this is about subtraction of fractional numbers. Like fractions are there, in that case directly we can decide. And whereas whenever you are getting unlike fractions, and in case of subtraction only two fractions they will give always. But in case of addition we will get more than two fractions. Okay. So this is the way to simplify. And for suppose addition and subtraction together we got. See what we did here, just cross multiplication like addition only. So first we are multiplying 4 by 5 with 3 and 2 by 3 with 5. Then we are applying like this. So directly we do. And if we are having addition as well as subtraction together, so suppose I have 1 by 2 plus 3 by 5 minus 4 by 7, for suppose. In this case, first of all, take because three fractions are there, so take the LCM. And 2, 5, 7, all are having different fractions, all are prime numbers. So their product only will become LCM. 2 5 are 10, 10 7 are 70. 70 will be the LCM. Okay. Now first fraction, equivalent fraction with 70. 2 into 35 2s are 70. So 35 by 70. Instead of 1 by 2, we can take 35 by 70. So directly just I am taking the numerator, 35. Next, 3 by 5 into, so in 5 table, get the result. That is 14 will get. Just sub in by 14. 14 3s are 42 divided by 14 5s are 70. Now coming to the last fraction, 4 by 7. In 7 table, when we are getting 70, 10 by 10. 40 by 70. So first fraction numerator is 35, second fraction is 42. Between them plus sign we have. And after that minus, so last fraction we have 40. Which is nothing but 42 minus 42 will get. So 35 plus 2, 37 by 70. So 37 is a prime number, that's all. So here there is no cancellation. Already it is in the simplest form and it is a proper fraction, that's all. Okay, very simple. LCM also very simple. And now we will see exercise problem. See, take the sum of the questions which are given now. After that we will start exercise problem. Okay, observe here these questions depending on addition given and second questions are subtraction. Now coming to the first problem, here they are given 2 by 5 and 3 by 5. Only two fractions are given and both are having same denominator. So these fractions are said to be like fractions. So in case of like fractions, what we will do? Just we will add the numerators. 2 plus 3 divided by common denominator is 5. That's all. Only once you must write. Don't write 5 plus 5. Okay. Now 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 by 5. 5 by 5 is nothing but 1. 1 whole. Okay. Now coming to the next one. Both are having 10 only as the denominator, means both are like fractions. So just add the numerators. 7 plus 2 by 10, which is nothing but 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 by 10 is a proper fraction. Now coming to the third question. Are they like fractions? No. One is having 4 denominator, other one is having 6 denominator. So go through with the LCM. Otherwise, see, just observe. Go through with the cross multiplication, otherwise LCM. That's it. So because cross multiplication is easy, so we can do in the cross multiplication. After that, I'll explain LCM. So 6 3 is 18. 3 into 6 plus 2 into 4 divided by 4 into 6. Yes. So which is nothing but 3 6 are 18. 2 4 are 8 by 6 4 are 24. And 18 plus 8 is nothing but 26 by 24. Okay. So both can cancel in two table. 2 13s are 2 12s are. 13 by 12 is an improper fraction. Yes. Convert into mixed fraction. 12 ones are 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. So 1 1 by 12. 12 ones are 12. 12 plus 1 13. 13 by 12. So same question. See, whenever you are doing cross multiplication, sometimes you will get in lowest form, but always you will not get in the lowest form most of the time. In that case, compulsory you need to convert them into lowest form. If they are in improper fraction, then convert into mixed fraction. And next, if by using LCM, take the LCM of 4 and 6. What will you get? 2 2s are 4. 2 3s are 6. That's all. Now 2 and 3 does not have any other common factor. So 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12 by 3 LCM. Okay. Now 3 by 4 is equal to dash 12 we must get. In 4 table when you are getting 12, 4 3s are 12. So 3 by 3. 3 3s are 9 by 4 3s are 12. And second fraction is 2 by 6. And 6 table when you are getting 12. 6 2s are 12. 2 2s are 4 by 6 2s are 12. Now 9 by 12, 4 by 12. Both are like fractions. Therefore, 3 by 4 plus 2 by 6 is equal to 9 by 12 plus 4 by 12. That is nothing but 9 plus 4 by 12. LCM is 12 and numerator of first fraction is 9, second fraction is 4. So 9 plus 4 is nothing but 13. 13 by 12. See, directly we got the answer instead of like this. Okay. Any one method you can choose, no problem. So if two fractions are there, it is very easy. Cross multiplication is very easy. If you are getting bigger numbers, in that case, go for LCM only. Now coming to the second subtraction. So here, already I told you, subtract the first fraction from second fraction given means second one we need to take first. That is, they are asking for first question, 3 by 5 minus 2 by 7, according to the question, is equal to. So both are unlike fractions. Why? Because one is having 5 and other fraction is having 7 as the denominator. So they are unlike fractions. So we need to go with the cross multiplication, otherwise LCM. Just observe, if you are taking LCM also, 5 and 7 both are prime numbers. So even LCM also you will get the same as cross multiplication only. Now coming to the cross multiplication, 3 into 7 minus 2 into 5 divided by 5 into 7. That's it. So 3 7s are 21 minus 5 2s are 10 divided by 5 7s are 35. So 21 minus 10 is nothing but 11 by 35. That's it. 11 by 35 is a proper fraction. Enough. Okay. Then coming to the second question. So according to the question, we need to take the second one first. So 2 by 5 minus 1 by 9. Again, here also both are unlike fractions. And 5 by 9 does not have any other common factor other than 1. So go through with cross multiplication method. Simple. Go through with cross multiplication. 2 into 9. These two and these two. Minus 5 into 1 divided by 5 into 9. See, 1 into 5, 5 into 1. Anyway, you can write 2 into 9, 9 into 2, no problem. Okay. So, which will be equal to 2 9s are 18 minus 5 1s are 5 divided by 5 9s are 45. So, 18 minus 5 is nothing but 13, 13 by 45. 13 and 45 are in 13 by 45 is in the lowest form. And it is a proper fraction. That's it. Okay. So cross multiplication is very simple. If it is having plus, we need to go through with plus. If between two fractions they are getting minus, just we need to keep minus. That's all. Okay. Okay, now coming to the exercise 7.3. All these questions depending on addition and subtraction of fractional numbers. Addition and subtraction of fractions. And after finishing this exercise, I'll explain about multiplication and division. But here we won't have about multiplication and division of fractions. In your next class, further class, you are going to discuss that. And after that, we have decimals. Okay. So we will see what are the problems are there in this case. Write a shaded portion as fraction arrange them in ascending or descending order. Arrange them in ascending or descending order. Using greater than, lesser than, or equal between the fractions. And here first problem is given like this. Total 4 fractions, 4 pictorial representations are given. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, observe the given question first. Write shaded portion as fractions. So whatever fractions are shown, whatever pictures are shown, for that we need to write the fractions per shaded portion. Okay. Arrange them in ascending or descending order using those symbols. Okay. Now just observe the given fractions. First of all, try to write them in fractional form. Observe the given figure. Here this is divided into total 8 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equal parts. So denominator is 8. And how many are shaded? 1, 2, 3. So this fraction is 3 out of 8 because for shaded portion. If they are asking for unshaded, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are unshaded. See, just observe total parts are 8. 3 shaded means still how many are unshaded? 5 only, no, 8 minus 3, 5. So 5 by 8 is the fraction of unshaded portion. But they are asking for shaded, now don't confuse. And just observe here, only 2 places are empty. Means remaining 6 are shaded. So here also total equal parts are 8. So first of all, decide how many equal parts are there and how many are shaded. So we are checking for shaded. Only 2 left. Out of 8, only 2 left means remaining 6 are shaded. So 6 by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 8. And same like that only. How many are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4. Total parts are, see, 4 shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4 unshaded. Total 4 plus 4, 8 parts are there. So 4 out of 8. Okay. Then coming to last one, only one shaded out of 8 equal parts. So 1 by 8. Now observe, all are divided into 8 equal parts. Means all the given fractions are like fractions. So in case of like fractions, it is very easy to arrange in ascending order or descending order, whatever. So first I am writing ascending order of the given fraction. Whenever you are writing in ascending order, we need to arrange the numbers from small to big. So when you are writing small to big, we need to use lesser than symbol. Okay. See, among these four fractions, one is 3 by 8, 6 by 8, 4 by 8, 1 by 8. Which one is smaller? All are having same denominator. So 1 by 8 is smaller. 1 by 8 is less than. Next smaller number is 3 by 8. Next one is 4 by 8. Next one is 6 by 8. So in the question they are asking to write either ascending order, otherwise descending order. So I wrote ascending order. If we are writing descending order also, no problem. So write descending order also. Just descending order is reverse of ascending order, that's all. Descending order, bigger to smaller we need to select. So 6 by 8 is biggest number, greater than symbol we must choose. Less than for ascending order, greater than for descending order. Next 4 by 8, next 3 by 8, next 1 by 8. And here no one factor is equal to other factor. Just observe. Take it to simplified form. What you will get is 3 by 8, 3 by 4. And here we will get 4 ones are 4 twos are. So 1 by 2. 3 by 8. That's all. It is 3 by 4. Okay. Here no fraction is equal to other. That's why just we are arranging them in ascending order and descending order. Like this only we have another problem also. So first we need to write the given fractions for the shaded portion. After that we need to write either ascending order, otherwise descending order. Any one thing. If you are writing two also, no problem. And in this question only second problem is okay, just observe this problem. Here each figure is divided into 9 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 equal parts. So every fraction you have 9 as the denominator, and out of 9 only 1 is left, means 8 parts are shaded. So first fraction is 8 out of 9 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For shaded portion we are writing. So 8 by 9 is by first fraction. And next they have shaded 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 out of 4 shaded. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 out of 9. So only 4 shaded. Still how many are remaining? 5. So 5 are unshaded. Next. Here also denominator is 9, and in that they have shaded 1, 2, 3. So this fraction is 3 by 9. And next, last one, they are shaded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 parts are shaded still out of 9. So 3 parts are left. 6 plus 3, 9. Now try to write in ascending order, otherwise descending order. So just I am writing ascending order here. Again, all are like fractions, so directly we can able to write ascending order. Ascending order in this is small to big. So here 3 by 9 is smaller than remaining all, lesser than 4 by 9, lesser than 6 by 9, lesser than 8 by 9. That's it. Okay. Now coming to the second problem. Here they have given show 2 by 6, 4 by 6, 8 by 6, 5 by 6 and 6 by 6 on the number line. On the number line. Also arrange them in ascending order. Also arrange them in ascending order. Okay. See, if you are representing on the number line, compulsory you will get the ascending order only. Just observe. First we will represent them on the number line. So already I told you how to represent the fractions on the number line. See, here it is very easy. Every fraction is having 6 only denominator, means all are like fractions. So on a single number line, we can represent every fraction. That is, first I am taking 0. So denominator is 6 for every fraction. So I am going through 0 by 6. It is 0. Okay. Then means 1 pass 0 to 1. Total 6 equal parts are there. So 1 by 6. 2 by 6, it is divided into 6 equal parts, so till 0 to 1. 3 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6, 6 by 6. Total 6 equal parts. If you have any doubt, just observe. 0 to 1. 6 by 6 is nothing but 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. And again, 8 by 6 is highest, so till that I am writing. 7 by 6, 8 by 6, 9 by 6, 10 by 6, 11 by 6, 12 by 6. So 12 by 6 is nothing but 2. Till 2 I have written because 8 by 6 also we have, that is between 1 and 2. That's why I am writing till 12 by 6. Now observe what values we need to represent. First 2 by 6. So round up. Next 4 by 6. Next we have 8 by 6. Next 5 by 6. After that 6 by 6. Just observe the given fractions. All are having 6 only as the denominator. So smaller one is 2 by 6. Ascending order. 2 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6, 6 by 6, 8 by 6. That's all. Therefore, ascending order of the given fractions is equal to 2 by 6, as we got on the number line. Already they are in the order. 2 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6, 6 by 6, and then 8 by 6. Okay. Once again, observe how we are representing the fractions on the number line. Actually, for one fraction, we need to represent one number line. But here, all fractions are having same denominator. That's why in single number line, we are getting every fraction. And how we are arranging them in ascending order. If you are writing them on the number line, those are in ascending order only. On the number line, smaller one it will lie left side and greater number will lie right side. So for 2 by 6, 4 by 6 is greater. 2 by 6 is smaller than given fractional numbers. 4 by 6, 5 by 6, 6 by 6, 8 by 6. That is lesser than remaining 4. That's why we got first in ascending order. Okay. All these are comparison. Ascending order, descending order comes under comparison. Okay. Now coming to the third problem. So here this question is given. Look at the figures. And write lesser than or greater than or equal between the given pairs of fractions. Here the figures are given like this. Zero by one by one means only it is divided into one part, one whole given. Same whole in the second figure. Same whole is divided into 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So here, sorry. Zero by 2 is 1 by 2, 2 by 2. Okay. And again same whole divided into 3 equal parts. 0 by 3, 1, 2 by 3.
This much we are getting. So compare these two. Which one is greater? 1 by 3 is greater than 1 by 6. Means 1 by 6 is lesser than 1 by 3 from the figure. Okay, don't confuse. Observe the given fractions in the question 1 by 6 and 1 by 3. So 1 by 6 is smaller part than 1 by 3. That's why lesser than 3. Next, coming to 3 by 4 and 2 by 6. Where is 3 by 4? Here. 2 by 6. Here. 2 by 6 is smaller than 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is greater. So 3 by 4 is greater than 2 by 6. 3/4 is more than 2/6. That's why greater than symbol we got. If left side lesser value are written less than symbol. Left side greater number means greater than symbol we must use. 2 by 3 and 2 by 4. 2 by 3, 2 by 4, which is more 2 by 4. So greater. It's 6 by 6 and 3 by 6 by 6 is 1, 3 by 3 also 1. So both are equal. Then 5 by 6 and 5 by 5. 5 by 5 is 1. 5 by 6 is this one. So 5 by 5 only more. Means 5 by 6 is lesser than. Okay. We will see by calculations. See, even these two are unlike fractions. Numerators are equal. So if numerators are equal, smaller denominator fraction will be greater than greater denominator fraction will be smaller. Around 6 and 6 is greater. So 1 by 6 is lesser than 1 by 3. That's it. Coming to 3, 4, then 2 by 6. Both are unlike fractions. Go through with the class multiplication. 6 3 is 18, 4 2 is 8. 18 is more than 8. And denominators will get 24 more. 4 6 is 24. Okay. Coming to the next one. 2, 2. Numerators are equal. So lesser denominator